Papillion's Fire Department officially adds La Vista to its coverage area. The new era begins with a goodbye and heartfelt thanks to the La Vista volunteers.
I know how much a volunteer puts their heart, their soul, their time into what they do. So we knew that when we went to the merger and said that we were going to do this, that it was going to hurt a lot, because when you're a volunteer like our firefighters were, they become family. They're not just friends or co-workers, they become family. So we knew when that was going to go away that was going to be a time that they were going to have to grieve. And we knew that some of the people would be angry and some of the people would not accept our decisions. So it's something that we planned for a very long time. We did our homework, and we know that we've made the right decision, but it was a very difficult decision.
The real foundation that got us here, whether you're talking the Papillion Rural Fire District or La Vista or Papillion, is the history of volunteerism and the history and the traditions that come out of that and the success of the communities there.
Going into my 60th year in the fire service, volunteer all the way, and the whole thing of the paid department or professional firefighters starts with the volunteers in Papillion and La Vista. They did a terrific job as long as they've been at it.
We've had the pleasure of working side by side with the La Vista volunteers for many years now. I've had the honor of knowing many of them and call many of them personal friends. We consider it a privilege to build on the tradition that they have built, and we look forward to serving the community of La Vista.
There is a tremendous upside to this expansion.
The positive is that our citizens are going to receive great medical and fire protection at a very good cost. I will tell you that if La Vista would have started their own fire department, we would have had to have brought on approximately 24 to 26 firefighters plus the administration. By joining Papillion Rural and the City of Papillion, we're only hiring 12. Cost of the city savings is probably about $1.8 million by merging instead of having our own. I believe actually 4 of our volunteers have been hired on by the Papillion Fire District, so we're very proud of those individuals along with everyone else.
Bigger government isn't always more efficient. I'm not a big government guy. Efficient government is local government, but effective government is cooperative government, and that's what you're seeing on display today. By adding La Vista to the agreement, the amount each Papillion resident pays for EMS services will be just slightly less than it is now. Safety will actually be a little bit higher because of the extra equipment and the men on staff.
It's time to grow and become more professional in our work. Training takes more time. It's just something that really needed to be done.
Our fire department doubled in size in number of stations. We went from 2 stations to 4 stations in the matter of minutes, really. It's been, as Mayor Kindig said, a year in the making, but we're dealing with that change now. It's an exciting time for us. We're very, very much looking forward to serving the citizens of La Vista. I think they're going to be very pleased with our service. To have the opportunity to have one fire department serve 3 entities as we are is a very unique thing for this area, and it's a very exciting project for us.
Now it's time to look ahead.
Response times, historically, the Papillion Fire Department to the City of Papillion and the Rural Fire District, we've had an average response time of in the neighborhood of 5 minutes overall. Keep in mind that our area now covers roughly 36th Street on the east to 144th Street on the west, Harrison Street all the way down to the Platte River. So we've got about 67, 68 square miles we're going to be covering. We expect those response times to improve just slightly overall because now we're staffing the 2 fire stations in La Vista. So we're looking for in the neighborhood of 4.5 minutes for a response time. That's our goal right now. There is no rail service in the Papillion area in our fire district. No interstate access. So those are 2 things that we have now. We've already had Burlington Northern in to provide us some training for railroad emergencies. We're working with the State Patrol on interstate access. How do they like us to respond to interstate accidents, that type of thing. So it's exciting in the sense that we get to learn new things as in addition to the City of La Vista. Just to throw out here also, since really October, our crews have been visiting La Vista, getting to know the buildings, Embassy Suites, PayPal, on the new end of things, driving the streets of the older part of La Vista to learn where everything is, meeting business owners. We'll become more active in the schools in La Vista and neighborhood groups. So it's an exciting new world for us that we're anxious to get to.